Hi everyone, today we are moving on to lesson number 48, in which we will be introducing a key concept of idioms. Now, idioms are the phrases that help you sound less like a textbook and more like a native speaker. We will learn how to describe ongoing actions, how to say you do not mind something, and even a few funny ways to describe being deaf as a post. I will start by playing the audio so you can hear the natural flow. Then we will dive into the text and break down exactly how to use these expressions in your daily life. Let us begin the lesson by listening to the audio.
48e leçon. Quelques expressions idiomatiques.
Ne faites pas de bruit. Je suis en train d'enregistrer.
Qu'est-ce que c'est que ce machin?
C'est pour écrire à l'envers.
Lequel de ces deux pulls voulez-vous?
Ça m'est égal.
Ce n'est pas la peine de crier. Je suis sourd comme un pot.
J'espère qu'il a l'habitude de voyager beaucoup s'il accepte cet emploi.
Passe-moi un coup de fil, si tu as le temps.
Est-ce que je peux vous poser une question?
Allez-y.
Qu'est-ce qu'il y a? Vous êtes malade?
Now, before reading the translation and the French text, we will begin with decoding the expressions which are given in this lesson. So I have noted them over here separately, so you can also note them along with me. The first is ça m'est égal. Ça m'est égal is a very common way in French to say I don't care or it does not matter in a neutral way. The next expression, ce n'est pas la peine de crier. We know ce n'est pas means it is not. And the verb crier, it means to shout. Ce n'est pas la peine de crier. It is not worth shouting. Next expression is sur comme à peau. In the lesson, we come across the sentence je suis sur comme à peau. Je suis, we know it is I am. And sur comme à peau, we have a similar idiom in English to be deaf as a post. The word sur, it means to be deaf. A peau in French, it means a pot. It means to be completely deaf. So the expression is être sur comme à peau, meaning to be completely deaf or to be deaf as a post. Next expression, avoir l'habitude de. In this case, the verb avoir will be conjugated in simple present tense or depending on the context. And the literal translation of this is to be in the habit of. It means to be used to. Avoir l'habitude de, to be used to. Next is allez-y. Focus on the pronunciation. Allez-y. Allez-y is a standard way to tell someone to go for it or to proceed. Or it can also mean go ahead. Next is qu'est-ce qu'il y a? Qu'est-ce qu'il y a is a common way to ask what is wrong or what is happening. Literally, il y a, it means there is or there are, but just remember it together. It means what is wrong, what is happening. Seventh expression, il vaut mieux. Now this is an impersonal expression. Why? Because we are using il to mean it. The word mieux, it means better. So together, il vaut mieux, it means it is better or it is preferable. Now while using this expression number 7, we must take care of the verb that follows it. For example, il vaut mieux partir maintenant. In this case, after il vaut mieux, we are using partir. Il vaut mieux means it is better. Partir means to leave. Maintenant, now. The verb that we are using is in the infinitive form. It means that it will not be conjugated. ER, IR or RE will remain as it is at the end. The ending won't be changed. So, il faut mieux partir maintenant. It is better to leave now. And when we use this expression in negative, again, in case after it a verb is there, in that case only this format will be followed, where we have to place ne pas together and the verb is after ne pas. Same sentence, it is better to leave now. In negative, it is better not to leave now would be il faut mieux ne pas partir. So ne pas will be together and the verb will be placed after it again in the infinitive form. We are still left with one or two expressions and idioms which are used in the lesson, but we will learn them as we come across them in the lesson. Let us begin. 48e leçon. 48e leçon, 48th lesson. Quelques expressions idiomatiques. The word is pronounced as idiomatic. Quelques, it means some or few, and there is a liaison, so the S at the end is also pronounced. Quelques expressions idiomatiques, it means some idiomatic expressions. Ne faites pas de bruit, bruit meaning noise. Je suis en train d'enregistrer. Over here the verb that is used is faire, which means to do or to make. So ne faites pas de bruit, do not make noise. To understand the next line, we will have a look at the note number 1. Now in French, if you are aware, then present tense, that is simple present tense and the present continuous tense, to express both of them, we only use simple present tense. And it means that present continuous tense does not exist in French. We do not have any separate set of endings or any word for it. So whether you want to say I work or I am working, the second sentence is in English, it is in present continuous tense. But in French, if you wish to express, then both of them would be expressed in simple present tense. I work. So you would have to use je travaille for saying I work as well as I am working. But if, however, we wish to insist upon the present aspect of an action, that is to say I am in the middle of, or to say I am busy with, or to say that I am currently doing this, in that case we add être, en train de. For example, je suis en train d'écrire, it means I am busy writing. So first the être verb will be conjugated, je suis, I am. Then we place en train de to convey the present aspect, and then the verb is placed in the infinitive form. So je suis en train de, it means I am busy, and écrire, it is to write. I am busy writing. In our line number 1, the sentence is je suis en train de, meaning I am busy with or I am in the middle of, and the verb that follows is in the infinitive form, enregistrer, which means recording. I am busy recording or I am in the middle of recording. The next sentence, qu'est-ce que c'est que ce machin? Qu'est-ce que c'est que ce machin? Now the word that is used over here is machin, for which we have the note number 2. The word machin or the word truc, both of them have the same meaning. It means a thing or thingy. So this line number 2 Qu'est-ce que c'est que ce machin? It means what is this thing? Or to be more precise, it is used to show some kind of surprise or a kind of question that what is this thing? What on earth is this thing? Then the reply is c'est pour écrire à l'envers. Over here we are using à l'envers, for which we have the note number 3. À l'envers, it means backwards or it means reverse. À l'endroit, it means right way around. For example, you are wearing it back to front. Vous le portez à l'envers. Back to front, that is backwards, which is à l'envers. The verb is porter, which means to wear or to carry. And it, in French, it is le. Over here, all the object pronouns, we place them before the verb. Another note is also given, so let us read it. The word un fil, it literally means a wire. The plural has an S at the end, but it is silent. They feel. Now do not confuse this with the word un fils, which means a son, and the plural is des fils of the same. But for now, the word un fil, literal meaning is a wire, but a coup de fil, it means a phone call or a ring or a buzz. A coup de fil, a phone call, buzz or ring. And in note number 5, the expression that we have learned is mentioned. Allez-y, whenever you want someone to go ahead or do an action, that is to cross the road, walk in front of you, start eating, etc., we best translate it as go on or go ahead or proceed. So the line number 2, c'est pour écrire à l'envers, it means it is for writing backwards. Écrire, it means to write. À l'envers, backwards. It is for writing backwards. The next line, it begins with the question lequel, for which, again, the question word lequel or lesquels, it means which one. Lequel is used if the noun is masculine. Lesquels is used if the noun is feminine. For example, we know the word livre in French, it means a book, and it is a masculine word. Book, and it is a masculine word. The question that I have formed over here is lequel des livres voulez-vous? Lequel meaning which one, des of the livre books. Lequel des livres, which one of the books do you want? Voulez-vous, do you want? So we have the line number 3. Lequel de ces deux pulls? Pull, it means sweaters or pullover. Again, voulez-vous, do you want? Which one of these two sweaters do you want? And then the expression that we have learned is given, ça m'est égal, meaning I don't mind. Ça m'est égal, I don't mind. Line number 4, ce n'est pas la peine de crier, it is not worth shouting. Je suis sourd comme un pot, I am as deaf as a post, or I am completely deaf. J'espère qu'il a l'habitude de voyager. Over here we are using avoir l'habitude de, and it means to be used to or to have a habit of. J'espère, I hope. Que, we know it is a connector meaning that. I hope that he is used to traveling, voyager, traveling, beaucoup, a lot. S'il accepte cet emploi. Now in this sentence, he'll accept cet emploi. First, this S apostrophe, the full form is C and it means if. Right now we are changing it to S apostrophe only because L it begins with a vowel. So it becomes S apostrophe. And then a word is there set. We have already learned this before, but still. Set, it means this or that, and it is used to mean this or that when the word is masculine and it begins with a vowel or H. For example, cet homme. The word homme, it means man and it begins with H. And so to say that or this, I will use cet. Cet homme, that man. The verb voyager, the meaning is given travel. J'espère qu'il a l'habitude de voyager. I hope that he is used to traveling a lot, beaucoup. S'il accepte, if he accepts, cet emploi, this job. The word emploi, it means job, and it is a masculine word which begins with the vowel E. So we use cet to say this or that. Also, the pronunciation of OI is OA. So, emploi. Next sentence, passe-moi un coup de fil. P at the end is silent. Coup de fil, just now we saw it means a phone call. Passe-moi un coup de fil means give me a phone call or give me a ring. Si tu as le temps. Le temps, the time. If you have the time. Est-ce que, common way of asking a question. Je peux vous poser une question. Over here, the verb that is used, peut, the original verb is pourquoi, meaning can. So, est-ce que je peux, meaning can I, vous poser une question, ask you a question. Vous, it is the object pronoun and it is placed right before the verb poser. It means you. In English, it is usually after the verb. Can I ask you a question? Une question. Then the expression is allez-y, meaning go ahead, proceed, or go on. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a? Above we saw qu'est-ce qu'il y a? It is used to ask the question what is wrong or what is happening. So, qu'est-ce qu'il y a? What is wrong or what is up? Vous êtes malade. Vous êtes, être verb in the present tense, it means you are. And malade, it means sick. Vous êtes malade, you are sick. On the next page, the translation is also given in case you want to read it once. The lesson is continued on the page number 187, but before reading and translation, let us listen to the audio first.
Il vaut mieux être riche et en bonne santé que pauvre et malade.
Above in the list of the expressions, we got to know that il vaut mieux, it means it is better. And over here we are using it with que. So mieux que, together it means better than. Mieux que means better than. And in the middle we can place the verb or the adverb or the adjective. For example, over here, il vaut mieux, it is better, être riche et en bonne santé. Être means to be. As I mentioned earlier, after mieux, whatever verb will come will be in the infinitive form. So, être is in the infinitive form. Riche means to be, riche, it means rich. Bon, Santé means good health. Bon is good. Santé, health. So the sentence is Il faut mieux être riche et en bonne santé. It is better to be rich and in good health que pauvre et malade. Que meaning then, pauvre pronounced as pauvre meaning poor, and malade earlier we saw it means sick. So then poor and sick. So the entire line is it is better to be rich and in good health than poor and sick. On the next page, the translation is also given. Thank you for watching the lesson. In the next lesson, we will also be covering a key grammatical concept of passé composé. So do watch that as well. Thank you.